Imagine being told no over and over again. Imagine doors closing in your face. What if I told you that those very rejections are what builds your path to success? You see, greatness doesn't happen overnight. It is built in the trenches of failure and resilience. The people who make it aren't the ones who had the easiest journey. They are the ones who refuse to give up when the world told them to. Every time you fall, it's not about how many times, it's about how fast you get back up. Now ask yourself, what would happen if you didn't quit this time? How many times have you failed, been rejected, or told you are not good enough? Imagine if you gave up after the first setback. But what if, instead of stopping, you saw each failure as a step towards success? Success isn't an overnight process. It's built over time through persistence, grit, and refusal to give up. Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb on his first try. In fact, he failed over 1,000 times before succeeding. Imagine if he had quit after the failure number 500 or number 600. We wouldn't have had light bulbs today. Or maybe we would have had, but not from Thomas Edison or not as early as he did. The question isn't if you will fail, it is when. But the real question is, will you keep going when the failure comes? Persistence is what separates those who make it from those who don't. So, what's one thing in your life you need to keep pushing forward on even after failure? The zone of discomfort is where growth occurs. Growth does not happen when you are comfortable. It happens when you are pushed beyond your limits, when you are forced to adapt. Comfort is the enemy of progress. How often have you avoided something because it feels too difficult, too uncomfortable? What you don't realize is, the more you lean into those difficult moments, the faster you grow. We become who we are by facing adversities head on, not by running from it. What's one thing in your life that you've been avoiding because it feels too hard? It's time to face it head on. We all have comfort. It feels safe, easy, familiar. But growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. If you want to become stronger, wiser, and better, you must be willing to embrace discomfort. Discomfort is a sign that you are growing. When you hit that point of frustration, that moment when you want to give up, you are at the edge of your growth. The more you push through, the stronger you become. Take David Goggins, a man who went from being overweight and without direction to become one of the toughest endurance athletes in the world. His secret, he embraced pain, discomfort, and challenges. Every time you choose comfort over discomfort, you choose to stay where you are. Growth happens in the challenges. So, what's one uncomfortable thing you've been avoiding? Face it, and you will be amazed at how you grow. Let's talk about this. Do you know your mind is the most powerful tool you have? What you believe shapes your reality. What you believe about yourself and your potential defines your limits and what you can achieve. If you think you are not enough, you are right. But if you believe in your power to grow and succeed, there is nothing that can stop you. You become what you think about most of the time. If you are constantly telling yourself that you are not good enough, that you don't have what it takes, those thoughts become your reality. But if you shift your mindset, if you start believing in yourself even when it feels impossible, that's when the magic happens. Today, challenge your belief. Rewrite the narrative. Tell yourself, I am capable, I am strong, I'm enough. Your mind is your most powerful tool. What you believe about yourself shapes your entire world. If you believe you can't, you won't. If you believe in your potential, nothing is impossible. Your thoughts have the power to either build you up or tear you down. Muhammad Ali didn't become the greatest because the world believed in him. He became the greatest because he believed in himself when no one else did. Even victory starts in the mind before it manifests in the real world. What you believe about yourself determines how far you go. If you want to change your life, start by changing your beliefs. What limiting belief have you been carrying that's holding you back? Replace it with a belief that empowers you. The thing that kills many dreams is fear. Fear is a powerful force, but let me tell you, you are stronger. Courage is not the absence of fear, but taking action in spite of it. You may have the fear, but if you have the courage, you take the action in spite of your fears. Fear is a natural part of life, but how we handle it determines our future. It's not about being fearless. It's about feeling the fear and moving forward anyways. Courage is not about the absence of fear, as I earlier said. It is the willingness to act even when you are afraid. Everyone has fear. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that successful people act despite the fear. What is fear holding you back from? What could you achieve if fear wasn't an option? Fear is something we all face. It's natural to be afraid of failure, of rejection, of the unknown. But here's the truth. Fear is an obstacle that's only as big as you allow it to be. Courage isn't about being fearless. It's about taking action even when fear is screaming at you to stop. Everyone feels fear, but the people who succeed are those who move forward anyways. Serena Williams didn't become a tennis legend by avoiding fear. She embraced it, using it to fuel her determination. What are you afraid of right now? What goal have you been avoiding because of fear? Face it head on. You will realize that the fear holding you back is often smaller than what you think. Do you have a purpose? I guess you have, or you're just trying to find one. Your purpose is what gives your life meaning. Once you find it, every action becomes clear and vivid. Why do you wake up every day? What's your reason for pushing forward, even when times are hard? Purpose is what keeps you going. It gives you direction. Purpose isn't something you find overnight. It's something you uncover through experience, reflection, and persistence. But when you find it, it drives everything you do. When you have purpose, challenges seem smaller, and your will to succeed become unstoppable. Have you found your purpose yet? If not, what steps can you take to uncover it? Why do you wake up every morning? As I asked you earlier, what is the force that's driving you and your purpose? Without purpose, life can feel aimless. But with purpose, every action, every challenge becomes meaningful. Your purpose is what fuels you. It's the reason you keep going when things get tough. Elon Musk's purpose isn't just to build cars and rockets. It's to push humanity forward, to create a better future. And that purpose is what keeps him going through the sleepless nights and setbacks and challenges. Purpose gives your life direction and meaning. If you haven't found your purpose yet, it's okay. But take the time to look inward and ask yourself, what excites you? What makes you happy? What are you passionate about? What can I do that will make a difference? This is your purpose.